EMT and paramedics respond to many calls every single day, sometimes multiple calls per hour. They do many things like stabilizing a broken bone, performing life-saving CPR, or stop bleeding someone who has cut or laceration. Paramedics not only need to be paid more, but they deserve to be paid more for the job that they do. They go through tremendous and endless stress, just like a doctor, but they don't get paid near as much as a doctor does. Doctors get paid six figures, while EMTs get paid like $30,000 a year. They have to go through college just like doctors do. They may not have to do as much, but still having the extra money to go to college to do their job. They also forced to work extremely long hours because the workforce for paramedics and EMTs is not very high because of the pay. Most paramedics and EMTs are underpaid for their job that they are asked to perform and the amount of hours they are asked to work. Many are forced to work upwards of 80 hours a single week. There are not very many people in this profession, mostly because of the low pay and the number of hours. Since they have so many hours, they don't get to spend as much time with their families. This could hurt their relationship with their families. Their children will not be able to see them as much, and it's very important for a child to have their parents around when they're growing up so they can lead them along the way and set a good example. But with having 80 hours a week, it's hard to see your child and do anything with them. It can also hurt relationship with a spouse or partner if you have one, because just being away for so many hours and having so little income for being away for that long can cause a lot of stress in a relationship. There is a high demand for paramedics and EMTs because not many people are in the field anymore. Who really wants to have a job that doesn't even pay well, even if they love to do it? Not many people would want to make a sacrifice to give so many hours with so little pay in return. Money is a very important part of our society these days, especially with how our economy is. That's why they need to be making more, especially for the job that they do. They are saving lives every day, and we can't even pay them respectfully to do this. Paramedics are required to go to college in order to get into this field. They have to get their license, which is still extra education, so it costs a lot more than just getting a high school diploma. But yet they can't make the respectable amount of money like most people who get a college degree do. Pretty much anybody who gets a degree in anything else will get extra money for getting more than a high school diploma, but paramedics don't get much more. Nurses go to college for 2 more years and make almost $30,000 more a year. They go for 2 more years than a paramedic, but still that should not be they essentially do the same job. They should not be making that much more. Paramedics have to deal with a lot of stress in their job too, just like a doctor or nurse. They have someone's lives on their hands, and they are trying to keep them alive or bring them back to life with a lot less tools and equipment than what doctors and nurses get to use. Since doctors get paid so much and use all these fancy tools and everything, shouldn't paramedics and EMTs get paid more since they do a lot of the same thing but with a lot less tools? Paramedics and EMTs are asked to do a lot and work tons of hours for low pay. They are saving our lives, but yet we don't get paid very well at all. Paramedics and EMTs deserve to get paid better. Actually, they don't deserve to get paid better. They need to get paid better for what they do. They're saving our lives, and we can't even pay them enough to be respectable. I found this on the internet. It says overpaid EMTs and medics, and it says it's not like they do anything important. Actually, they do something very important. Without them, our society would not be the way it was. Many people would die a lot earlier. And without them, you wouldn't have anybody to call. It's just like firefighters and police officers. They also get paid a lot cheaper than what they should. They go into a burning building for you, but yet we don't pay them very much. And a police officer risks their life every day, getting shot at and everything just to protect us. I think that we need to pay all of them more and pay the president and House representatives and everything less, because they get paid for not doing anything important like saving lives on an everyday basis and risking their life to protect us.